And as we continue here on eNCA today to focus on coalition politics, and the conversation is ongoing as we are hearing with analysts saying that these politics, these coalition politics are not based on any ideology and tend to focus on clinging to power, as we've just heard from Donovan Williams there of SANCO, rather than addressing serious issues. Axolile Notywala, she's from Movement for Collective Action and Racial Equity, joining us now for the views as we continue to unpack this. Good afternoon, welcome to today. So the sense we are getting, say, is that the coalition governments, as we see in places like Bebeja, like Tshwane, like Johannesburg and Ekurhuleni, are not really about the residents, are not really about serving the residents, but about serving these various political parties that are trying to cling to power. What is your view, Axolile?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. I think this is an important conversation, and it's important that a spotlight is being put or is being shown over local government. I think local government has had issues and has had challenges for a long time, and the conversations and the debates that we are having are important. But I think the issue or the failure in which a trap that we fall into as South Africans, as the public in general, is that we tend to focus on these issues very close to elections. And therefore, this is a focus, and which is what political parties are doing, whether in coalition or not, but in governance, it's a focus just on the electoral side of our democracy. I believe that there needs to be more focus on how the general public participates. It doesn't matter who is in power. It doesn't matter whether it's a coalition government, whether it's one party, whether it's an independent candidate. What matters is that those people, whoever is in power, they need to account and they need to be transparent, and they need to deliver services. That's what should be important. And these are guarantees that are in our constitution, and especially at the local level, where this is a state where that is much closer to the people. And so this is what we need to be talking about. How do we make sure that whoever is in power, we are able to get those people to deliver services and to account to the general public?
Are you saying that there should be more civil society pressure, so to speak, on the local government officials when they are now seemingly preoccupied about power, who gets what position in this coalition, instead of service delivery?
Not just civil society, as in organizations that exist, but also the general public, as in communities. The system at the local government is set up so that government actually has an obligation to encourage public involvement in the matters of local government, which means that they should put systems, put mechanisms, and put resources. Even if it has to do with money must be put towards that to make sure that there are spaces. We have ward committees at the local level. What some of these struggles and fights for power, these political parties are for, they are for who controls not just power, but also resources, which is the budget of a particular municipality or of a particular government. And that shouldn't be the case. The government should be decided by the people. The people need to decide where money is spent, which priorities it is spent on. It shouldn't be about individuals or individual leaders of political parties. That's why we have a system of ward committees set up at the local level. It's just said that that system in itself has been co-opted or taken over by political parties. What we need to do as citizens, we need to reclaim those spaces. And if those spaces we can't reclaim, then we need to create our own spaces in which we can participate and invite the people that we elect to power.
Yeah, Axolile, just from what you are saying, is there sentiment on the ground, I mean, for example, through your own movement for collective action and racial equality, that political parties are failing the people, that they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing after getting elected?
Yes, definitely. people in general are tired of political parties, are tired of the state of political parties. The state that we know with all the political parties that exist, those that govern nationally in this province, the Western Cape, and even the opposition parties, they do not necessarily give confidence to people. And so what is important is that people are able to use their power, because their power does not only start and end at the ballot box. That power needs to continue throughout the 5-year period. And so that's what we need to encourage, even if people vote for whichever political party that they vote for. So this debate around Johannesburg, for example, that there is now a mayor who's received a minority, whose party received a minority. It doesn't matter, even if the party had received a majority, but that political party in itself needs to represent everyone, all the citizens of Johannesburg, whether you're in minority or in majority. You are there to serve all the citizens of Johannesburg, not just your political parties. So there is that feeling, there is that sentiment that people are needing and wanting to see something else, something different and something new in our politics and in our constitutional democracy.
Yeah, these coalition politics are not working. Thank you very much, Axolile Notywala, from the Movement for Collective Action and Racial Equity. Some of his thoughts about our coalition governments and local governance at the moment, especially in big metros like Johannesburg and elsewhere. Things are not looking rosy at all. And who's bearing the brunt of all of this? The ratepayers, the residents of these metros and municipalities.